Shalom. Give it all praises, honor, and glory to Yahweh, Bahasham, Yahweh Shai, Bahasham, Rakah Kadash. Double honors to the apostles and elders at Great Millstone. Peace and blessings to the hopefully elect. Tabernacle of David out there listening and learning. Back again with another lesson going into news and prophecy, dealing with the unrighteous and harsh measures that are coming down from the elite in this time. And Esau, he's already brought mass death on the earth, but we're about to go to the next level with this whole bird sickness, okay? And they're weaponizing this thing as a deadly disease, as something that they have already declared as a world pandemic. So we know what's coming next. We know that lockdowns are coming. We know that unrighteous decrees, curfews, martial law is coming down the pike. And this is why also they've been building those detention centers all around America, because those that buck up against these new mandates that they're going to bring, they're going to be put into those detention centers. All right? So as the scriptures say, that in the last days shall come perilous times, and we're in the midst of those perilous times. The devil, he's coming down with great wrath because he knows that he has a short time. And all these things are being set up right before a critical election season. So all of what's going on, we're here to tell you where this is going, and to prepare yourself spiritually for what's coming, that you can, stand against the wiles of the devil. So Lord willing, this lesson is edifying and straight to the point. And we'll start off with this TikTok here, just to, there is a little bit of humor in it, but at the same time, we know this is what Esau wants to bring on the earth. So let's check it out.
What about that new bird flu going around?
Please don't tell me you believe that garbage.
Apparently they killed 52,000 chickens in
They
Victoria.
haven't killed anyone, mate. It's all bullshit, okay? No one's dying. Just get on with it.
I heard from the farmer, they're going to start fencing us in. They're going to put lockdowns, curfews in. You're not worried about this?
Listen, I'm a free-range fucking chicken, right? You think a lockdown or a fucking fence can keep me down? I can go wherever the fuck I want.
They've spoken about masks, social distancing.
Well,
You're not worried about that at all?
You're just going to follow them like a little bird, like a sheep, put your fucking mask on and listen to the farmer? No, think for your fucking self, mate. Lay eggs wherever the fuck you want.
Why don't you believe this, mate? I've heard from the farmer, if we don't stop the spread of this, they're going to jab all of us to stop the spread.
Over my dead pecker, they'll jab me and my family, mate. I'll get the hell out of here. I'll get all these birds together and start protesting at the farmer's house. You think I give a shit?
You're a conspiracy theorist.
Yeah, good on you. Pussy, go back to your shed.
Have you heard about that new bird flu going?
Yeah, so all these things they're bringing back. Now, when we go to this here, this is from TPV. The global elite meeting at International Bee Flu Summit to plan mass fatality management, right? Now, in prior months over like the past year, not even the past year, like the past few years, they've been speaking about this disease X that's gonna come. Now, this could be it. This bird situation, this could be that very disease X that these devils were speaking of years ago. We also know that dengue fever that's going around right now. They said there's been allegedly 200 cases of the dengue fever in New Jersey and the New York area. And there's they're still trying to push that CV as well. So we know Yahweh Shai told us that in the last days before he would make his second coming, that pestilences or diseases would be one thing that we would see. But who's bringing these things about? It's none other than the man of sin, all right? Esau Edom. He's the one that's in the lab cooking up these particular diseases and releasing them out, all right? So Esau, he's the sword of the Most High. And we understand that the times we're in now, this is the season of judgment. So the Most High is putting the spirit on the devil to create these mass casualty events as what? As judgment for the wicked. You see what's going on? So this right here, man, this is being sent as vengeance, all right, to those that are proud and lofty, to those that refuse to repent and are just wicked. The global elite are sending representatives to the International Bee Flu Summit. Now, the fact that they have a bee flu summit should tell you all that you need to know. And they're talking about fatality management. Why would you need to manage fatality? See, you're trying to manage death, man. Which this shows you that it tells you in Habakkuk 2:2-5 that what? He is as death. Speaking of Esau, Edom, the so-called white man, he is as death. All right, so everywhere this man goes, he creates death. There's nowhere where this man is gone and he has produced life. All right, you can just look at his history and you will see exactly that. Nothing but death and mourning and suffering comes when this man enters into the mix, right? But they talking about fatality management. If this was a righteous man, because look, all of this is happening under the watch of Esau. If this was a righteous man, then he would be trying to eradicate fatality. But instead, he's creating it in these labs using biological warfare to discuss topics including mass fatality, V delivery, and how to control the narrative surrounding the bee flu pandemic on social media, right? Which we know that they're already censoring the truth. Anything that goes against the mainstream narrative, they don't want it on a mainstream platform. They censor you, okay? So just like how they did with the CV-19, if you brought out any information that was contrary to the mainstream narrative that was being pushed, then they labeled you what? Misinformation. Okay, you're spreading falsities. Okay, you need to be silenced. Well, the same thing is coming back, but it's going to be even more hardcore than it was before. Okay. Says the government is allowed to weaponize pathogens like the bird flu with GOF because of a, quote, loophole in the International Biological Weapon Convention, treaty that allows authorities to produce bioweapons from the most dangerous pathogens known to humanity, so long as the stated purpose is for, quote, peaceful uses like V development. All right, so that gain of function research that they did with the CV-19 and multiple other diseases that they've created, it's all justified under the law because of a loophole that they can say, oh, well, this is for a peaceful use. You see, but it shows you that this is the devil, all right, because he's coming with straight up blatant deception. This is not for a peaceful use. This is being used to destroy, which Yahushua also said, what? The thief cometh not but to steal, to kill, and to destroy. And that's Esau, the man of sin. So the closer that we get to the end, it should be very obvious who the man of sin is. It should be very obvious who the devil is. All right. The scriptures say that the devil shall cast some of you into prison, like how I mentioned before with those detention centers. You know what I'm saying? This is what's coming if you buck up against the unrighteousness that they're bringing on the earth. Let's also go here to this. The WEF officially declares bee flu an international pandemic. The World Economic Forum has declared bee flu to be an international pandemic and has ordered world governments to begin culling. Now, when you go into that word culling, animal culling, to select or slaughter the reduction of a wild animal population by selective slaughter. reducing of an animal population by selective slaughter. Okay, so they're selectively slaughtering chickens because of this bee flu. You see that? So they're attacking the food. And we've been seeing that they've been attacking the food. They're putting fake food into the stores now. All right. Bill Gates says that he wants you to drink maggot milk and maggot milk ice cream and things of that nature. And this is directly coming down from the WEF. All these things are coming down from the World Economic Forum. Just like how Klaus said, you shall eat the bugs. Well, this is what's happening. Yeah, so they're culling billions of chickens in America. Colorado has become the first state to enact emergency powers due to the outbreak and has ordered farmers to slaughter millions of chickens to stop transmission of the disease. So when we speak about the famine, all right, people scoff and they say, it ain't gonna be no famine. You guys talk about famine all the time and it hasn't happened yet. Hey, well, guess what? Don't the scriptures say that the vision is yet for an appointed time? So we're warning you of the famine before it happens, but it is gonna happen. I mean, and we're not the only ones saying it. We're just breaking it down through the scriptures, because that's what the scriptures say. It's biblical prophecy that a famine come. But you even have whistleblowers, worldly individuals that have come out and told you the same very thing. Okay? So it's not just the men of the Lord that are saying these things. The Lord has multiple mouthpieces out here warning you of, famine to come, lack of food, scarcity. That's why the scriptures also say in 2 Ezra 6 and 24 that the full storehouses shall suddenly be found empty. So you're going to wake up one day, you're going to go to the market, think you're going to get you some chicken breast or, get you some food to cook, and it's not going to be there. And no one is going to have an answer as to when that next shipment is going to come, because there is going to be no more. See, this is all a part of that squeeze. This is all a part of that great wrath that the devil is using to get people to bow down to the image of the beast. See? Democrat Governor Jared Polis announced the disaster emergency declaration last week, which unlocks the resources necessary to help affected poultry facilities respond to and contain outbreaks of avian flu. As a result of the incident, 1.78 million chickens will be killed at the Weld County facility where the outbreak occurred, with an affected worker reportedly recovering after testing positive and cattle also being affected. The mass slaughter of close to 2 million chickens prompted concern on social media over the nation's already beleaguered food supply. Okay, so people already know what's about to happen, man. And this bee flu, this is going to be used as a justification to bring about the worst case scenario, which is what the elites want, mass death on this earth. Okay, so now I believe the point has been made. Let's now go here to Revelation 12 and verse 12. It says, therefore rejoice, ye heavens, and ye that dwell in them. Woe to the inhabitants of the earth and of the sea, for the devil is come down unto you having great wrath, because he knoweth that he hath but a short time. See? So these things are happening. The WEF, they're putting these policies in place. They're making these orders because they see that they have a short time. They see that the elect is waking up. They see that the Lord is performing judgment. They see that the Lord is confounding their wise men. So now the Lord has put a spirit on them to come down with great wrath. And these things that they're doing are a part of that. And these devils are just losing their minds. All right, now they're raging, man. And they're imagining a vain thing that they can somehow overcome prophecy, that they can somehow subvert the judgment of Yahweh Ba'Shem Shai, but it's not going to happen because their judgment is already written. This is why right now these devils are going down into the bunkers They're fortifying themselves, preparing for the inevitable. You see, getting themselves out the way because they know that judgment is coming and that they don't have long left. So all these things that they're setting up, man, this is to, ultimately get you to bow down to the image of the beast, to accept this NWO, to accept the MOTB, all right, to forsake Yahweh Bashem Yahushai. 2 Ezra chapter 5 and 1. Nevertheless, as coming the tokens, behold, the days shall come that they which dwell upon earth shall be taken in a great number, and the way of truth shall be hidden, and the land shall be barren of faith. See? So we're in the days now where great death is on the earth. And we can get into a few more headlines on TPV. But again, the vision is for an appointed time. Now is the time for these things to come forth. And yes, we have seen mass death occur in the past, but not like it is now. All right? Now it's on another level because we're that much closer to the end. But iniquity shall be increased above that which now thou seest, and that thou hast heard long ago in the land that thou seest now to have root, shalt thou see wasted suddenly. But if the Most High grant thee to live, thou shalt see after the third trumpet that the sun shall suddenly shine again in the night, and the moon thrice in the day. All right, let's jump down to verse 7. And the Sodomitish sea shall cast out fish and make a noise in the night, which many have not known, but they shall all hear the voice thereof. There shall be a confusion also in many places, and the fire shall be oft sent out again, and the wild beasts shall change their places, and menstruous women shall bring forth monsters. See, this is the time that we're in, man. Things are critical. And the scriptures also speak about in 2 Ezra, the 16th chapter, that men, the bodies are going to be laying around like dung. You know what I'm saying? Listen, man, bodies are going to be in the streets like horse dung, like dog dung. All right? It's going to be littered all over the place, man. This is how many people are going to be dropping, just giving up to ghosts, going back to the spirit world. And once again, this is to deal with these people's wickedness. All right? The Most High is not going to suffer these individuals anymore to prolong themselves in their evil. Luke 21 and 11. Salaki, let's start at 10. Then said he unto them, nation shall rise against nation, and kingdom against kingdom. And great earthquakes shall be in diverse places, and famines and pestilence, and fearful sights and great signs shall there be from heaven. But before all these, they shall lay their hands on you and persecute you, delivering you up to the synagogues and into prisons. See, being brought before kings and rulers for my name's sake, and it shall turn to you for a testimony. You see that? So like I mentioned, man, those detention centers, those are going to be prisons that they're going to throw us in. And I had a vision about that, you know what I'm saying, where me and another brother was, in a detention center with a lot of other people, but we ended up somehow, getting out. The Lord allowed us to get up out of there, man. But this is what's coming, all right? So that's why we always say to prepare yourself for the inevitable, man. Like the Lord has his prophets out here to tell you what's going to happen so that you can prepare yourself spiritually, so that you can, repent and, consider this within your heart to return to Yahweh Bashem Shai, that you can have grace and mercy when the worst does come on this earth. All right. Yeah. The days of vengeance, man. You know what I'm saying? So let's go back. Let's get some headlines off of this real quick, just to show you that why is this not going? There we go. All right. Let's go to page 1. There we go. Okay. New York doctors raise alarm as Medicaid cancer cases skyrocket 250% post V rollout. I wonder why. See this here? Pfizer VP blows whistle. See? Check that out too. More than 100 million Americans agree the CV is, you see there, right? So people already know what's going on. People are on to these devils, man. And, and they're preparing to roll out another V for the flu that's going to accelerate the process, if you will. Leading doctor raises alarm, CV costs 30. You see that? So this devil got to go, man. All right? Esau's on the way out, man. We're about to go home, but before that, just know that a lot of evil is going to come on this earth, man. So with that, Lord willing, this lesson was edifying through the Rakah Kadash, called Halal, Yahweh Bashem Yahushai by Hashem Rakah Kadash. And until next time, Lord willing, shalom to the elect.